Sources within the German brand have told Autocar that following the C63, the V8 will be rolled out to other models, including a revised C63 due in 2026. We can confirm that AMG is developing a new V8 engine. Wow, it's confirmed. So this is really crazy news. Hello guys, Ivan here and welcome to a new video. Today we have a new report here about the CLE63, but what is more important, it mentions also the C63, that it will get the V8 engine and also some other models. So let's go and dive into these reports, first by the Autocar and then by the Motor One. So Mercedes-AMG to return to the V8 power with upcoming CLE63. We heard this also yesterday or two days ago in the video which I covered. And now we have more. So let's go. New power plant marks shift away from C63's 4-pot plug-in hybrid system which failed to gain traction with customers. Mercedes-AMG will return to V8 power, confirming an all-new mild hybrid petrol engine will debut in the upcoming CLE63 later this year. The move marks a shift away from the controversial 4-cylinder plug-in hybrid drivetrain introduced in the current C63, which failed to gain traction with customers, leading to a significant drop in sales for one of AMG's best-selling models. Sources within the German brand have told Autocar that following the CLE63, the V8 will be rolled out to other models, including a revised C63 due in 2026. Full details of the new engine remain under wraps, but it is rumored to lean heavily on AMG's existing twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8 architecture. While the V8's previously mooted return has been confirmed, it comes with a significant engineering change. AMG has abandoned the traditional cross-plane crankshaft in favor of a flat-plane design. This promises to improve throttle response but will sacrifice the deep, burbling soundtrack traditionally associated with the AMG V8s. This layout, first adopted by the AMG on the GT Black Series M178 LS2 engine in 2021, also enables a more compact crankcase design, allowing AMG to package the new engine into the models that weren't originally engineered for a V8, including the 5th generation C-Class. So we heard about the flat plane just also a few days ago, so once again we can read it here. It also provides the scope for a higher red line and ignition cutout. So once again higher red line because of the flat plane. In its ultimate form, the new V8 is expected to receive a mild hybrid system with an integrated starter motor within the gearbox for added power boosting and greater efficiency. The current C63 electronically turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine, in combination with the rear-mounted electric motor and 6.1 kWh lithium-ion battery, produces 671 brake horsepower and 752 pound-feet of torque. Despite those impressive figures, the shift from a traditional V8 to a 4-cylinder plug-in hybrid drivetrain was widely criticized, particularly for the lack of acoustic character. By comparison, the previous generation C63S, equipped with the AMG's cross-plane twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8 in M177 specification, delivered 503 brake horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque, less outright power but a far more engaging experience. To compensate for the higher pitch, more aggressive sound of the flat-plane crank V8, AMG plans to provide future models with an artificial sound generator to simulate the burbling soundtrack of its most celebrated models. Beyond the new V8, AMG is set to introduce greater design differentiation between its lower-end and top-of-the-line models within each market segment. AMG chairman Michael Schiebe, I hope that's correct pronunciation, Michael Schiebe, I think in German, has laid out aggressive growth ambitions targeting an increase in annual sales from 140 to 200,000 units. So that's essentially the auto car. And now let's go ahead and check out the motor one. The AMG C63 will get a V8 engine in 2026 report. AMG tells us a new V8 is coming, but won't confirm it's for the C63. Despite increasingly stringent emission regulations, Mercedes vowed last week to keep V8s in its portfolio. Even the S-Class will keep its V12 in certain markets. The 8-cylinder engine has been tweaked to meet the upcoming Euro 7 standard, so its future is safe. Concomitantly, AMG has a next-generation high-tech electrified V8 on the way. A new report claims the engine is not just for the future models, but also for the current C63. The new V8, which could premiere later this year in CLE 63, is allegedly coming to top dog in the C-Class lineup as early as 2026, according to the British magazine Autocar. We've contacted AMG to confirm, and communications specialist Catherine Dunz Ludwig was only willing to confirm the existence of a new V8. We can confirm that AMG is developing a new V8 engine. Wow, it's confirmed. However, we ask for your understanding that we do not comment on a detailed rollout plan. In the meantime, the high-performance sedan is apparently due for an update next year, which will involve dropping the much criticized 4-cylinder engine. The new powertrain is said to be related to the existing twin-turbo 4.0-liter mill, but with the flat-plane crankshaft, which AMG enthusiasts will remember the GT Black Series had. The 8-cylinder unit is claimed to have mild hybrid technology, so the intricate plug-in hybrid setup currently used by the C63 could be dropped. It would represent a 180-degree turn compared to what AMG CEO Michael Schiebe said in late 2023. Now we'll go to the reader, and I quote, "We want to be very progressive when it comes to technology, and we are convinced of the hybridization concept. There we will stay with the 4-cylinder. At the beginning of this year, AMG boss from AFFALTERBACH admitted AMG lost some customers after having the cylinder count in the C63. Significant discounts in Germany have suggested the car isn't selling all that well. Whether a V8 fits underneath the hood of a car that was never engineered to accommodate 8 cylinders, it just might. Austrian tuner Vuk Manufaktur recently completed a V8 conversion after 2 years of work. I actually saw this on the Instagram, that it is happening, and it happened. The rumored flat-plane crankshaft could also allow for a more compact crankcase design. After CLE 63 and C63, other models are expected to get the V8 treatment. It's unclear whether the GLC will be one of them, by also abandoning the electrified 2.0-liter unit. It could happen, since it's essentially an SUV version of the C63. That's true. Future AMGs with the 8-cylinder powertrain are set to pump fake engine sounds through the speakers to mimic the grunt of older V8s. Doing so would represent an attempt to compensate for the new engine's higher-pitched noise due to the flat-plane crank layout. We imagine it's not cheap to re-engineer a car during its life cycle to fit a V8 it wasn't supposed to get. However, Mercedes and AMG must have done the math, hoping buyers will return once the C63 has the correct number of cylinders under its hood. If the radical change is planned, it can only mean sales so far have been terrible. Returning to the V8 would show that horsepower and torque numbers aren't everything. The new C63 may be substantially more powerful on paper, but it's no match for the thrills delivered by its predecessor. Buyers shopping in this segment want a car with a strong personality rather than a heavily electrified small gas engine, even if it's very progressive. Alright, so these are the reports about C63 and some other models that they will get a V8 engine next year. So this is really crazy news. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for your continued support, and I will see you soon in the next video. Have a wonderful day.